Mary, the handmaiden of the Lord. You came here today to John's house to hear my part of the story. Ephesus is a long way from Nazareth, and my journey has been a long one, not only by footsteps, but by faith. In the synagogue, we met Joseph, a craftsman who was known in Cephas for his skill. His family lived a short distance away in Nazareth, like many others who were involved with the building of the larger city. A gentle and righteous man who was prosperous, he impressed my father. A while after I became of age, we were betrothed. As the full realization of everything that was to come flooded my being, I had to lift up my voice in praise to the Holy One. My soul magnifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior, for he has regarded the low estate of his handmaiden. From henceforth, all generations shall call me blessed. That evening, as the animals were settling down, we suddenly had several visitors. Shepherds came looking for the baby. When they saw Jesus wrapped in the cloths and lying in the manger, they laughed and started jostling each other. Look, there he is. It's just as the angel said. This must be the Messiah, they exclaimed. Late one afternoon, I heard a knock at our door. I opened it to find a caravan in front of our house. A man who appeared to be a servant said that his masters were seeking the one born the King of the Jews. Was this the right house? Amazed, I looked beyond him to the great number of people and the camels loaded with cargo. Finding my voice, I replied, yes, the Messiah is here. As Jesus grew, he surprised us with his thoughtfulness and his knowledge. He would say and do things that no other child I knew would say and do. That doesn't mean there were not times of frustration, though. From then on, Jesus' words and actions were like a prophet of old. He performed many miracles by the power of the Almighty. I witnessed him change water into wine, heal too many to count, and even raise the dead. At the place of execution, the soldiers drove nails into his hands and his feet to keep him on the cross as they raised it to the sky. It was then that I remembered the words of Simeon spoken at the temple so long ago. And a sword shall pierce your own soul too. I was ecstatic. Jesus was alive. The Almighty himself had raised him from the dead. This, my friends, is why you are here. Not just to hear my story, my witness, but to hear the words of the Anointed One, the Savior of the world. As he said during his last Passover, his body was broken for us, and his blood was shed for us.